It's time to take it to the extreme. It's the internet station. It's rocking the nation. So Dr. Rock, Todd Bobby Show.
Hey, Todd Bobby here. That's right, back again for another version of this week's music. So, what do we have here? We have an old band with some new stuff, I hear.
Yeah. We're going to do a little extreme. And the name of the song is Banshee from their newly released 2023 album, 6. The first new music from Extreme in 15 years.
I was going to say,
Sonnage de Rock back in, I think it was 2008.
I didn't realize they're still making music.
Well, they've still been going. They all have their side projects, and they're all active in music. You know, like Nuno is Rihanna's touring guitarist, and Gary Sharon has his side bands going. Same with BADDER. You know, to me, one of the great and grossly underrated great rock bands of all time. If you ask me, and you take my top 5-10 rock albums of all time, Extreme's Pornography is in that list. They're a must listen to, and one of the top, in my opinion, 3 guitarists in the history of this planet, Nuno Bettencourt.
The wealth of rock knowledge. That's why he is the doctor.
Yeah. I know what I like. But this is a new one for you. You haven't heard this yet. I've had this whole album on spin. Great album. Go out and pick it up. Phenomenal. Let's get into this.
Wow. That's all I can say is, they still rock.
You know, just because I had the opportunity to listen to the whole album over and over, this would be the song that's kind of closer to like a throwback, maybe the 80s sounding a little bit more than the rest, because everything on this album is completely diverse. It is a very diverse album. You're going to get a little everything. It's a really strange album to listen to, but at the same time, it's a really good album to listen to. I chose this one just because this was a little more up-tempo rocker. You will get easy listening, ballady type stuff. You'll get heavy rocking. There's electronica type rocking, like new metal. They've pretty much touched every kind of genre on this album. And it doesn't hurt when you have musicians who can play anything.
Oh, yeah.
And when you have 3 guys who basically could all be lead singers of any band.
Well, and the interesting part about Extreme is sometimes just known for their one hit song, which is crazy
One of
because
the biggest monster hits of all
yeah,
time,
yeah, it
more
was
than
a
words.
massive ballad. But that's not their whole catalog.
That's
Yeah, you gotta check the rest out.
that. Like I said, the top 10 album of all time for rock albums to me was Pornography, which More Than Words is from.
Hmm.
It's a concept album, and if you watch or listen to that whole album, you can listen to that whole thing beginning to end. It's a great album. You can't go wrong with Extreme. Let's get back into this.
Should be the death of me. Banshee, she screams. Banshee got me down 6 feet underground. Caught up in a dream. Banshee got me down on my knees. Banshee be the death of me. Banshee got me down 6 feet underground. Banshee be the death of me.
Well, what's new or cooler than new rock inside a place that looks like the Batcave or the Christian Bale's
Yeah, that's from the
Batman?
Dark Knight or whatever
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it was good. It does kind of look like that, but it's a simple set piece. It's effective. Changing little colors in there, and then just rocking out.
It's just straightforward rocker.
Just rock and roll.
Yep.
I have to admit, watching the guitar work on here is pretty impressive. I might have to concur with you on the top three.
And this solo was just tastefully done. This wasn't like he overplayed on it.
Mhm.
The internet, since this has been all afire with their very first single, which you obviously haven't seen,
No.
Rise, and it has blown everybody away with the guitar solo in that one.
Mm.
That one is one we should probably check out at some point. We'll update Todd Bobby on some of that music. But if he wants to see a guitar solo, that one's smoking. It's ridiculous.
Wow. Check out some Extreme for sure. That's you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
On that note, pop in those CDs, wind up those tapes. You know what? Pull out that old 8-track.
Get the matchbox or the match sticks or whatever to get in there to wedge it in there so it plays properly.
That's right.
It's a little known track from the 70s.
Spin your records. Enjoy the music. Enjoy your day.